There's a strange thing that happens when people start getting into watches. They start off simple, buying something like a Timex or maybe even a Seiko, but before long they're up at 2 a.m. looking at which Rolex they're gonna buy. And people kind of get this diluted sense that you have to spend thousands of dollars if you want a watch that's gonna last a long time. Well folks, I beg to differ, and as somebody who talks a lot about buy it for life items, I have a counter offer for you. This is the Casio F91W, and at $20 to pick one of these up, I argue that this might be the greatest watch of all time. Today we're going to cover some of the history of the F91W, what makes it so special and potentially buy it for life, a few of the drawbacks to keep in mind, and what I personally like about it. If you don't know me, I'm Spencer, and I like to talk about simple living, frugality, and digital minimalism. Before we get into the video, I just want to say a couple words about mindful consumption and purchasing secondhand. If you already have a watch that's doing well for you, that's ticking away just fine, then don't feel like you need to purchase an F91W. Yes, it's cool, yes, it's cheap, but you can admire from afar, as I did for a long time. The intention of these videos is not to encourage mindless consumerism, but to recommend and recognize brands and items doing good in our wasteful world. Because purchasing buy it for life items does help to cut down on waste, not needing more of these items to be replaced as they keep breaking on you. The second thing I like to recommend, which doesn't so much apply here, is to look for items secondhand wherever possible. Now, a lot of people roll their eyes when I say to buy a $20 watch secondhand, but it's a general rule of thumb that I like to approach my purchasing with, and it's a good way to go. If you take your time, maybe you'll be at a thrift store one day and see one of these watches for $5. Also, if you're somebody who buys through Amazon, their warehouse deals often have literally unused items that have been returned but are being sold as used for a pretty good discount. That's a great way to buy secondhand as well, save a little bit of money, and you're still going to get a virtually new product. With all that in mind, if you are looking to pick up an F91W or any of the other buy it for life items that I recommend, I have links to all of those things in the description. Now with that said, let's get started. So the F91W was released by Casio back in 1989. Now by this time, Casio had already been in the watch game for a while and had made a slew of digital watches, but this one became their most famous. And over the years, this has also become Casio's best-selling watch of all time. Even now, 37 years after the original release of this watch, they're still selling around 3 million units per year. And really, over the several decades that Casio's now been making this watch, they've barely changed anything about it. Yes, there is a variety of colors and additions that they've made this watch, but essentially it's remained the same. And that's because it's pretty well perfect the way it is. It's small, light, it's reliable, and it's durable, and most importantly, it's cheap. And cheap enough that practically anyone can own an F91W. At various times, the F91W has been seen on the wrists of people like Obama to Osama. And I guess that one crossover is especially yikes for the brand, kind of like OJ's Ford Bronco. But I think it's also really a testament to just how stylish and versatile the F91W really is. I saw this point made in Hunter Wears Things video on the F91W, and I think it's a good one, so I'll make it again. But if you think of the person who would be wearing a G-Shock or wearing a Rolex watch, you can actually picture that person. But if you just look at the different people who have been spotted over the years wearing an F91W, that is a wide array of different folks. Because although the F91W has that classic retro look to it, it also is quite understated just because of its diminutive size. It's not a chunky watch which really takes over your wrist. The F91W is quite small. And because it's become such a classic, iconic digital watch, I find that it kind of just goes with almost anything. Now, I do still have a Timex Expedition with a leather strap and an analog face. And in the more upscale situations that I occasionally find myself in, that is the watch that I'm choosing. But I honestly think an F91W or an A158, those watches would pair well in those situations too. Well folks, I've just been handed this tape, which I've been told is from the sponsor of today's video, so let's pop it into the VCR and see what it is. One of the reasons I look for buy it for life items is to cut down on waste and do my part for the planet. Oh,
You know who else is doing amazing work to protect our planet, Spence?
well, my feathered friend, that sounds like the folks over at Planet Wild, who have partnered with me on today's video. You see, folks, Planet Wild is essentially crowdfunding for nature. It's a community of over 20,000 people who support one carefully selected nature protection mission each month. That could mean helping endangered species recover, restoring entire landscapes, or protecting our ocean ecosystems. What I like about Planet Wild is that they're so solution focused. Instead of just showing you the problems and leaving you with a hopeless feeling, they fund the projects that fix them. And Planet Wild documents everything, posting a video about every mission here on YouTube so you can see exactly what the community made possible. One mission I found particularly interesting was their work to remove plastic from coastal ecosystems. Stuff like this is a great example with how a lot of small contributions can work to make big action on the ground. So even if you're just sitting at home watching YouTube, you can help support conservation work in the real world and be part of something bigger than yourself. And if you want to be a part of that, then you can become a member of Planet Wild and contribute what amount feels right to you. Every bit helps fund the next mission. Members get monthly updates on missions, reports tracking the community's impact, and badges for every project you support. The first 100 people who use my code will get their first month free, so you can check out Planet Wild without paying anything. And you'll get to see your impact within the next 30 days. If you want to see them in action first, then check out their mission about ocean plastics linked below. Thank you to Planet Wild for the support and for helping to protect our natural spaces. Goodbye. Well, folks, that was interesting, wasn't it? Another thing that's interesting about the F91W and about Quartz watches in general is that they are actually more accurate than mechanical watches on average. Especially with the F91W, you would think that a watch that looks essentially like it came from a cereal box, it couldn't hold up to something like the Rolex at actually keeping time, but it does. Most high-end mechanical watches still have a drift of around 10 seconds per day, but on something like the F91W, it's around 1 second. So 10 times better performance at least 1/100th of the price sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Now, I can acknowledge that mechanical watches are pretty cool. It is a marvel of engineering when you see how some of these high-end timepieces really work. But a counterpoint to that is that this is also a marvel of engineering. The fact that you can have a watch that's 10 times more accurate at telling time than a Rolex and be only 20 bucks. Now, some people like to say though that with Quartz watches you have to change the battery, but on the Casio watches you don't have to change them very much. Now, on this particular watch, Casio says the battery lasts around 7 years. But there's tons of threads online where people essentially are competing to see how long they can get their original battery to last. And it's really not uncommon to see people with an F91W or other Casio watches having their battery last more than a decade before they have to replace it, which once again is pretty impressive for something that costs as much as lunch. Because this watch is so popular, there's also a huge fan base around it. Of course, there's a subreddit for fans of the F91W, people showing the crazy things they've put their watches through and they still survive today, but also the customization that people do on these watches is pretty crazy. Now, of course, you can do the classic customization of changing the strap, but people in the Casio community go a lot deeper than that. I've seen ones where people paint them and really personalize them, but even going so far as modifying them via 3D printing parts or adding even new computers into these watches to make them like smart devices. So you can take this little old watch and very much make it into your canvas and turn it into something that reflects your personality. Now, I will talk about a few of the downsides with the F91W because there are a few to mention. One of the main downsides you're going to hear about the F91W and its close relative, the A158, is the backlight. The backlight on this watch is comical, and I know I said that they barely made any changes to this watch over the years. This is one that they maybe should have addressed. Now, they have updated both models, this one and the A158, to have nicer backlights on them, but they've also made the watch chunkier in the process. So personally, even though the backlight is bad, I would prefer not to have a chunkier watch, so I'm happy to stick with the F91W as is. Probably the biggest weak point of the F91W though is the strap. Now, personally, I haven't had an issue with my watch in the time that I've owned it, but I have seen that over time, these straps are prone to breaking. And the complaint that you're going to hear from people is that because this watch is so cheap, to replace any components for it, it quickly adds up to be about the price of purchasing the watch again. So what you're going to find is that people are often just buying the F91W over and over again rather than actually fixing it, which is definitely not buy it for life. I'm personally a little bit mixed on this one. Of course, I want the watch strap to be made better so that it lasts years before having to even think of a replacement. But at the same time, it is such a high quality tool for the price that you're paying. A little bit of maintenance, it doesn't really bother me, even if it adds up to the $20 that I paid for the watch over 10 years. Because it really doesn't have to be that expensive. On places like Amazon, you can get a 3-pack of watch straps for around $10. And given that the watch strap and the battery are pretty much the only things you're ever going to have to change, then just for the $10, you're already covering the strap issue for the next decade. But I guess that's just another downside of the watch too, is that the price is so cheap and it is actually such a good deal that people don't really value this watch as much for what it really is. Now, the last thing I'll say about the downsides of this watch, it's not really a downside, but it's an an interesting fact that I found out when researching for this video. Because the F91W is so popular in so many contexts over the world, it could even potentially get you in trouble at the airport. Different government intelligence agencies have actually kept an eye out for this watch because of the fact that it is sometimes used in improvised explosives.
But just last week, I was through the airport with my F91W, and I can say no trouble.
And now, folks, I just want to talk about why I like the F91W and why I think that this thing could be buy it for life. I like watches, I wear them every day, they're part of my wardrobe, but they're also something that I don't want to spend a ton of money on. I want a watch that looks good and one that matches my style, and I want it to work, but I also don't really want to be worrying about it and having to baby it all the time. I work a physical job in the film industry, and oftentimes my watches and my clothes, it all gets banged up. For the last few years, my Timex Expedition has been a great example of that. It's looked good, it's been functional, it's taken a beating and been fine. And the F91W has really slotted in for me as an alternate in those contexts and at half the price of my Timex. Now, I have not had the F91W for long enough to speak to its buy it for life prowess, at least from personal experience. But you don't have to go far in your research to find a ton of testimonies of people who have put this thing through the ringer and have it still working. Now, I might have to get one of those solar G-Shocks in my hand to compare, but I just love this thing. The understatedness, the fit, the fact that the battery is going to last me at least 7 years. Yes, you should probably budget in a pack of straps to go with this thing, but other than that, I can't really see anything else going wrong with the F91W. And if you don't believe me, then look online, because there's plenty of stories recommending this watch as something that is built to last. So thanks very much for watching this video, folks. I hope you found it interesting. If you've had any experience with Casio, any of their range, or the F91W specifically, then please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Thanks again to Planet Wild for the support. If you'd like to learn a bit more about them and see one of the projects which the community has funded, I've linked that in the outro. As always, thank you to you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.